Welcome to Feast Magazine's Campfire Cooking, sponsored by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, a locally owned business offering the best prices on appliances, mattresses, grills, TVs, and more. Visit us in store or find us at queencityonline.com.
Hey everybody, it's Cat, and I thought that today I would show you how to make an incredibly easy camping-friendly shrimp boil, which is also perfect for your backyard fire pit. And this could quite literally not be any easier. There's almost zero prep. I am going to show you how to make the boil spice sachet, but if you don't even want to bother to do that, you can find one very easily in your grocery store. So I'm going to put all of this together, and then we're going to head out to my backyard and cook it up in my cast iron pot. So here I'm just going to set this aside in order to make these spices. This is just some cheesecloth. Again, very easily found in your grocery store. I have a couple of bay leaves. This is coriander seed. It has a wonderful kind of light lemony flavor. Of course, black peppercorns. Mustard seed, can't go without that. I have some celery seed. I love the flavor and aroma of celery seed. It's really kind of unexpected. A little bit of dill. All of these are dried, but if you had your hands on some fresh dill, for example, you could use that. I have allspice and also some crushed red pepper. And then the salt I'm just gonna put into the water by itself. So all I'm gonna do is wrap this guy up with some kitchen twine. That's how easy this is. There's my sachet, done. Took about a minute and a half. So I'm gonna do the majority of the rest of my, prepping out by the fire. So all I'm gonna do now is quarter my lemon. So I just need 2 quarters. I'm also going to quarter this very small onion. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and shuck this fresh corn. It's summertime after all. Gotta get your hands on some really awesome corn. There's 3 garlic cloves in there. And tell you what, I'm gonna go out and check my fire. I'm gonna bring these ingredients with me, and I'll see you out there. Obviously, the best part of campfire cooking is actually playing with fire and building your campfire. And for something like this, when you're trying to achieve a fast, high boil on a hanging pot, you want to make sure that you have flames, not just coals. We're going to have some other videos where you're cooking on coals, but here you want those flames to be touching the bottom of the pot. And so you want a nice fast fire. I'm gonna go ahead and add the salt and the spices to this, and I'm gonna let it sit for probably 10 minutes or so, just to let everything kind of infuse into the water. Then I'm going to add my potatoes. So I added a log to the fire. Need to make sure that we stay at a boil. So if you are camping, obviously someone's gonna have to keep their eye on this while everybody else is hanging out and having fun. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my onion, as well as my garlic. I'm using these really, really cute little baby potatoes. You can use new potatoes, you can use Yukon Gold potatoes that are cut up. Really, as long as it's the kind of potato that's waxy or creamy and doesn't fall apart, you're gonna be fine. So we have ourselves a good boil going, and now it's time to add in the corn and the sausage and the shrimp. The andouille is gonna give really great spice. And of course, it's wonderful summer corn. Yum. And then I'm using shrimp that have been deveined and they've had their heads removed, but they still have their little jackets. And that's because you want to be able to just throw this entire dish on newspaper on a picnic table and just everybody dig in and start peeling the shrimp apart. So I'm going to dump these guys into the water, and in just a couple of minutes we're going to be ready to eat. See how these little guys are curling up? That's how you know that they are done. You don't want them to curl too tightly, then they're overcooked. So I'm going to go ahead, this fire's hot. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy off of the fire, and I'm going to serve it up. Okay, that's it. It could not have been easier. I mean, seriously, probably the hardest thing was making sure that the pot was still boiling. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you're inspired to try it on your own. I just squeezed a little bit of lemon on top, and I'm gonna dig right in with my hands. If you're looking for the full recipe, just check this site along with some hints and tips from me, and I'll see you next time.
Customize your collection and unlock rebates up to $1,700 at Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances.